Seated sumo good mornings are performed from a couch or a chair, and we're also going to have the doorway bands on the bottom side of the door. If this is your first time performing this stretch, I'd recommend using one of the lighter bands, somewhere around 10 to 20 pounds. And we're going to start by doing this. I would set up your chair in such a way that you still have maximal tension on the bands. We're getting a nice stretch here on the bands in the top position, okay? If need be, you can even slide your chair back a little bit more on the fly. And what we're going to do is sit on the very edge of your chair. Okay, and to get into that sumo position, all we're going to do is go out with your feet. So with your toes pointing up, okay, I want you to lock your legs out so those quads are nice and stretched. Okay, as you're going down into this position, we're trying to mainly focus on stretching out the inner hamstring muscles, your hip adductors, the muscle along your inner thighs, and also, your larger hamstring going in toward your glutes. So just holding on to those handles, sitting on the very edge of the bench, keeping your legs extended, so flex through your quads. We don't want any knee bend here. Down in that bottom position, we're just going to let those bands take you forward until you get a good stretch. Everyone's different in terms of range of motion. For some of you, might be all the way down here. For some others, you might feel a stretch more up in this range, okay? So as soon as you feel that stretch, we're going to go down as far as you can. Come back up, okay? As you're moving down into this position, also make sure that your spine is nice and rigid, okay? So we want to squeeze the muscles in your core, nice and tight here, okay? We'll also make sure that you're staying nice and tall in your chest. So what we want to try to avoid doing here is arching and slumping of the back as you're going down, okay? So we're going to stay nice and tall in the chest, squeezing your core nice and tight. Let those bands pull you forward, okay? Until you get a nice stretch on the inner thighs and legs. Pull back, return to that start position. Hinge, stretch, come back, okay? Those are seated sumo good mornings.